Good morning. This morning, I want to open up by encouraging all of us to draw near to the Lord.
Amen.
He gives us this opportunity every day, and especially when the saints are gathered together. So we know when Jesus walked on the earth in the flesh, there were ones that recognized how much benefit there was to be derived from drawing close to the Lord. Many of them even pressed in to touch him or to even touch his garment. They knew that Jesus would make them whole. Zacchaeus even climbed up into a tree just to be able to see him. And behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, which was a chief among the publicans, and he was rich. And he sought to see Jesus, who he was, and could not for the press, because he was of little stature. And he ran before and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, Jesus looked up, and he saw him, and he said unto Zacchaeus, Make haste and come down, for today I must abide at thy house. And he made haste and came down and received him joyfully. So Jesus tells us that he will abide with us if we will draw close to him. Where two or more are gathered together in his name, there he is also. So make haste today and joyfully receive all our Master has for us.
Amen.
For he ministers to us through the body, and we know we are the body of Christ.
Yes.
Others told Philip we would see Jesus. When Philip and Andrew told Jesus this, he started out by saying, The hour is come that the Son of Man should be glorified. Amen. So let's glorify him today.
Amen.
In Jeremiah 33:3, the Lord said, Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. Brethren, I'm encouraging you to call unto him. Look for his glory this day. Ask him to abide in you. Press in and touch him and be made whole. Another person to consider is Lazarus in John 12:2. There they made him a supper, and Martha served, but Lazarus was one of them that sat at the table with him. Lazarus is to be envied. To commune with Jesus, what sweet fellowship. To sit with Jesus, to hear his words. This must have made Lazarus very joyful indeed, to just get this favor from Jesus, that he could actually sit with him and talk with him and hear the things that he had to say. You get fullness of joy by listening to Jesus. Amen. What Jesus said drew people to him. Lazarus is to be imitated. It would have been a strange thing if he had not been at the table where Jesus was, for he had been dead, and Jesus had raised him. For the risen one to be absent when the Lord who gave him life was at his house would have been ungrateful indeed. We too were once dead, and we were, like Lazarus, stinking in the grave of sin. And Jesus raised us, and by his life we can be content with him, so why be content to live at a distance from him? God has spoken, as Brother Aaron said the other night. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. So let us listen today to him. And by doing this, we will see even the mystery which hath been hid from all ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, to whom God would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory.